If you are new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 8th episode of Anime Made in Abyss, so let's get to it, let's go. Okay, let's see. So our survival training in the wild begins. Redeemable. Yeah, and without using the incinerator. Yeah, I would just get lost. I have a terrible sense of direction. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. It was mentioned in the previous episode, I remember. So, yeah, it is a powerful attack, but the drawback for it is that in around 10 minutes after using it, he goes unconscious for 2 hours. And so, of course, Rika by herself physically is pretty weak, so she can't really protect herself. And Reg is not conscious for 2 hours. That's a lot. So yeah, that should be used only in like super critical situations, I think. Yeah, but it might be dangerous, but I guess training is training. We can't really complain, because I think we do need it if we are going to go further in the abyss completely unprepared. Of course, it's going to be dangerous. We already saw how dangerous it can be, and obviously, if our characters Rika and Reg, they get some kind of practice in some training, maybe in a bit of a safer environment where maybe they could be saved, theoretically, then maybe they will be a little bit more prepared, be able to survive in the deep. And as we were told, there was a grave of Liza, but the corpse was not there. So the grave itself, actually, I didn't talk about this last time. So was it made to kind of draw attention to it, so the items would be found and reach Rika, for example? But at the same time, Ozan didn't say anything about the handwriting. She said this is not Liza's handwriting. And after then, when she said, "Oh, that was a lie," that about the grave, there actually wasn't anyone inside the grave. I dug it up and I checked. She didn't say anything about handwriting, so I think we can still assume that it was not Liza's handwriting. So this mystery still stands, like who wrote it. So even if she is alive, like who made this grave, like, right? Okay, survival training. Let's see. That's fair. Like, you can survive longer without food than without water. It is very pretty. I don't know, it doesn't look super safe. Oh, she knows a lot. They're starting to run away from the center. Is someone living there? You see, like she's very. I don't remember the good word in English. Like she doesn't really think it through, right? She acts without thinking a lot, right? And she's not careful enough. Oh, they're making a little hut. Okay. But she is knowledgeable. Wait, this mosquitoes? I hate mosquitoes. And so the mosquitoes actually do like the light. Well, in our world they do. Seems like in this one also. Already they free. They go by fast. What is going on here? What? Is he on the lookout? So they are kind of being monitored. So technically it is a safe environment where they potentially can be saved if something, like if worst comes to worst. Interesting. So she's fast to make decisions, but he's slow to make decisions. Nice balance. Fair. Oh, it's like, these old drawings by super ancient people. That's pretty cool. Like, hmm. What is this? Okay. I don't think the dung is practical, very alluring, even if it's from a female. Wait, what do they have to do with this poor thing? Like murder it? Yeah, I think they have a good set of like strengths and weaknesses that really complement each other. She probably was attached to Liza. Yeah, so she does have like feelings. She cared for Liza a lot, it seems. Judging from her monologue. Um, she definitely was attached to Liza and didn't want like anything bad to happen to Liza and all of that, you know. Judging by the age difference, I would say, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like paternal or maternal feelings, more like, I don't know, just a deep friendship, something you can't really name with a word, maybe. like just a deep connection between two people and caring a lot about each other. So looks like they had a very close relationship. So that's it. The this part of the training is over. So cute. So you went through it too? Oh. Hmm. I think it appeared once before too. Enrica mentioned something about it, like, what is this? No? That's nice. She immediately woke up. That's the meal, a huge piece of meat. Okay. Yeah, so you're losing a track of time. So, does she mean that it's not like your perception of time, but the real flow of time? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, the mystery looks pretty cool. The third one looks kinda space like. So, even more cruel, that's what you mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she's still by her statement that it's not Liza's handwriting. I'm curious. What are you giving it to us? Isn't this a bit too big? It's her weapon. Oh, right. Everlasting gunpowder, not bad. She's been so optimistic all of a sudden. Like, before that, it was like, she's definitely dead. And now I'm sure she's fine, don't worry. I guess he is honest. She's kind of a monster in a sense. But a very peculiar character, honestly. Like, a lot of details in her personality. Very, very interesting. Oh, Maruk is so cute. Because you would be able to return. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they probably like bonded with each other, became like friends, and now they have to say goodbye. Like they said goodbye to their friends on the very surface, and now he also. Wait, she gave the white whistle of Liza back, did she? I see. So there was a drive there. Annihilation. Oh, her eyes are so pretty. So she wanted her child to be super free. That's interesting. That's an interesting approach. Living corpse sounds nice. Her hair looked so pretty. Look at these curls. Oh, she's super cute. Dang it. And so tiny. So she was expecting that, yeah, if my daughter is going to set off on adventures, maybe she'll come and see me. So she did have this expectation. Okay, that's interesting. And also her apprentice, wasn't it the guy that was kind of taking care of us in the orphanage? I think he was called Captain or something like this. Oh, we are descending further. I'm excited. The depths felt like great fault. Okay. Oh, and the end of the episode again. Alright. That was very interesting. Wait, so that's the eighth episode, survival training. We have learned a lot, so we kind of completed our training quite fast. That went by fast, well, for me as a viewer, and for them too. And okay, the first point, when they were talking about the time, I thought she means like your perception of time. For example, me myself, for long periods of time, I don't even go outside of my room, of my flat, right? And my job doesn't require me to work like on specific days of the week. I'm just working every day of the week, so it doesn't really matter to me if it's like Monday or Sunday, etc. Like the dates are a bit important because I have deadlines on certain dates, but out of that you can really kind of get lost in time, like what day is it, what month is it, what year is it, you know what I mean. When you are living in the abyss and you don't have this like dates and appointments around you, you don't have a clock, you don't have a calendar, it's understandable that your perception of time will change, and you will feel differently about it. But by like judging by what Ozen was saying, it was more like the time actually flows differently here. Okay, now we are shown like the third level, the Great Fall. Okay, that's the end of the episode. And that, like, for Liza, time actually will flow differently. Maybe it really is true because Ozen is so old, but her appearance looked the same in all her like flashbacks with Liza when Liza was tiny and growing up, and right now Ozen looks the same. So maybe because she's spending her time in Abyss and she spent a lot of time on deeper levels, maybe the time has I don't know, passed differently for her, and so she doesn't look very old because some of these years that were like 10 years on surface, for example, that would feel like less and actually be like less for her. It's hard to put in words, to be honest, right? So technically she would be this number of years, like 50 years, but it would feel like less has passed, and so she would kind of age less. I'm not sure, become ageless overall. That's a very peculiar moment. I'm not sure if it was really confirmed. It was like just how I understood the dialogue. And other than that, another interesting point, so the letter was written by someone else and on a piece of a relic. But this conversation with Liza really showed that this Liza was all about like the freedom. So she wanted to give Rika the freedom to choose what she's going to do, what path she's going to take. A little bit of a strange thing here is that like nobody knew that Rika was the child of Liza. It was like hidden from everyone because someone could go for her, attack her. Maybe Liza means that once she kind of leaves for good, just goes into the depths and doesn't return, then Rika can be known as her daughter, and it will be okay because it didn't seem like it was a secret. Like from the first episodes, yes, she's Liza's daughter, like it's a fact, a known fact. Didn't seem like it was like hidden in any way, so I was a bit thrown off by that. But yeah, other than that, so she believes in kind of choosing your own destiny. So she didn't want to influence Rika in any way, and she herself didn't want to be kept away from the abyss. She wanted to keep exploring. She wanted to keep her freedom. I really respect that. And I think what is interesting is that she mentioned that she would be waiting for her daughter. Like if her daughter tries to go deeper and kind of meet with her, and maybe Ozen will kind of guide her a little bit and tell her the truth about how she was, how she's a walking dead. And so this shows us that Liza is waiting for her daughter. It's not like she's this caring mother who actually wouldn't want her daughter to risk her life. No, she's fine with it. She's waiting for her there, and I think that is an important part that really I wanted to kind of know about her feelings on this, and now I do, and that's really nice to know. Okay, I feel like that's all the main points that I wanted to touch upon. So let's see what happens next. That was a very interesting episode. As usual, I really enjoyed this series. But please share your thoughts also in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. Thank you for watching and see ya!